truth. All right, let's talk about Steven Jackson, who's going at Shannon Sharpe right now, who nobody should be going at right now off the blessing he gave us of that Cat Williams interview, but that's the problem. Steven Jackson has a little issue with Shannon Sharpe doing the interview and doing it that way. So let's listen to Steven Jackson talk about it, and then let's go sum that up.
I already spoke on Cat. Cat a real one. He spoke his mind. Everybody should speak their mind. That's just what it is. I wouldn't let him go hard as he did on a lot of people on our show. I just wouldn't, because we got relationships with him. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. You don't have a show, so you wouldn't know what you would do. We've done hundreds of shows, so we know how to handle that type of shit. The whole world talking about the Cat interview. The whole world. Everybody giving their opinions. But I can't speak on it because I'm so live. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Well, go on everybody else's page and tell them that too then.
You heard what he said. Now, he ain't got no problem with Cat Williams. Cat Williams did his thing because he's a real one. And everyone should speak their mind. But then he took us on a little twist, a little turn. Let's see where Steven Jackson was going. He said everyone should speak their mind, but he wouldn't let them go as hard on his show. So what does that really mean? You'll let him speak his mind, but you will cut off some of what he said? You wouldn't allow him the freedom, the bandwidth to say it all? So you can speak on things, but watch what you say and who you're saying them about. That's what I heard from that, which doesn't sound like my man, doesn't sound like Steven Jackson, but a lot has changed if that is how it goes. Let's talk about how awkward that is. Because that's the position I've been in before. One reason I don't have a co-host on this show, and I know I suffer for it. If I had another co-host here, we would bounce off different ideas. The numbers would go higher, etc. I get it. That's why I like going on other people's podcasts and continuing that. And I got a lot of those solicitations out there where people want me to come on. And I'm going to start taking them up on those offers because I do like that energy as well. I get it, y'all. But at the same time, the reason why I don't do it is this statement right here by Steven Jackson. Oh, I wouldn't let him go that hard. I wouldn't let him go to those places. That's what happens when you have a co-host. That's what happens when you have a guest. All of a sudden, we start team building around here. You know what I mean? Everybody start talking to each other in these glowy, soft terms because it's like, I don't want you to go there. Don't go there. Don't mess up that relationship. Don't mess up that friendship. Don't mess up that association. Now, all this could sound like conspiracy or something. All this could sound like, dog, really? Like, first of all, Steven Jackson, who I've known for 20 plus years, is the rawest, realest, and at the same time is telling you even he has a limit. I ain't mad at that. What's that African proverb that says it's great to know the truth, but not always great to utter the truth? You get it? Like, it's great to know it, but don't always say it. Sounds like he's subscribing to that. Well, if you got those relationships, if you're Steven Jackson, but you're only allowed to stay in a safe space and a no-fly zone, what's the point of doing these podcasts? What's the point of doing shows? What's the point of all the smoke? Because all the smoke didn't say kind of a lot of the smoke. It didn't say a little itty-bitty of the smoke. It said all the smoke. It's hard for me to believe that if Cat Williams was on Steven Jackson's show, he wouldn't let him go in like that. What I think he really means is he would have challenged him more than Shannon did. But I'm glad Shannon didn't challenge him more. Because if you challenge him more, you're taking him off the pure course, the essence of what we got from that interview, which was unfiltered dope. Simple as that. Why is everybody coming at Shannon Sharpe for the way he did that interview? One, you had to wait to see that interview, which is mega successful. Maybe the #1 interview on YouTube before it's all said and done. Already #2 all time. And it's not a week, it ain't been a week. But this level of criticism, just like I said about when we were talking about Stephen A. Smith and talking about Jason Whitlock. With success comes enemies and fans. It's just a cocktail, and that's the mix. So in this situation, Shannon Sharpe does an amazing interview, and literally, we just can't say, we got to beat it up. I think we beating it up too much to say you wouldn't have done it that way. But I do understand why guys protect their relationships, their associations. Me, and even Steven knows this. When Kwame Brown went at Steven Jackson, I laughed. I gave Kwame his props. He was killing Steven and Matt. Matt is my dog. Steven's my dog. But I'm still going to laugh. I don't pick my laughs based on association because we ain't really the homie if you can't take these giggles. You know what I'm saying? So all this taking care of somebody ain't really taking care of nobody because if you real with me, I'm real with you. And then we real. So I just caught that and I was thinking that was a little bit of hypocrisy, a little contradictory of him to say that when you want all the smoke. And I know how you really are. I just wanted, now you got me envisioning, what would you have done different or what would happen if Cat Williams was on the show? How would you have let that run? Man, I don't get it. So these platforms that have these relationships, and we're going to talk about it, we're going to take care of our boy. You know I got you. I used to hate that. Used to hate that when I did that. And I ain't even take care of them. I did shows that were taking care of people. And then you know me, I'll go in there and just mess it up and do something crazy. And then they be like, dog, what you talking about? I'm like, dog, everybody know he ain't fresh like that. Like, don't you know? It's so crazy. The first person that knows they're great is not you. The last person that knows that you're not great, that you're going to feel, hey, dog, last person that knows is not you as well. You're the first one to the party saying, man, I'm slipping. You know that. You know damn well you the first one to that party. Like, I hope they don't catch me slipping. Hope they don't catch me falling off. And then you start to fall off. That's how the game goes. So just want to make sure we keep this stuff 1,000 out here. Stop playing. So, if Cat came on my show, I literally be like, I don't have any questions. We just going to talk. And when you keep talking, I'm going to keep listening. That's how the game going to go. But what do you think about what he said, Steven Jackson, about he wouldn't have done an interview like that? Or more importantly, he wouldn't let him go hard on his friends, relationships, etc. You think that is professional? Or you think that's a little soft belly? I know him for real, so I'm not even taking his comments at face value. I'm thinking he just like, everybody want to chime in on the conversation, Cat Williams / Shannon Sharpe right now, and that was his 2 cents. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it, and did y'all have any issue with the way that Shannon Sharpe really did the interview? All right.